Good afternoon. The time is 3:43 p.m. 3:43 p.m. The date today is the 13th of February 2020. The 13th of February 2020. The day is Thursday. In Hebrew Iconology T993, if the soul is born to a male on Thursday, is Yao. Like Dappy, the best rapper in the world, the best vocalist in the world, the best oralist in the world. Like Jeremy Corbyn, the robbed Robin Hood. Like my sister, if born to a girl, Ya or Ya. Like my friend, Asase Ya. Or like the Mason defeater, Ya Asante Wa. My name is Kojo. It means I'm the Monday born. In Hebrew Iconology T993, if the soul is born to a male on Monday, it's Kojo. To a female on Monday, is Adowa, the dance of grace. And the characteristics of this soul is Bajo, the calm and peaceful child, the calm and peaceful seed. I have come to see Thursday, Yao and Ya, whose soul's characteristics are confrontational and aggressive. And I have come to seek advice on how to deliver the next topic to you clearly and concisely. And what is the next topic? The next topic is called xylophone. Xylophone, you know, the musical instrument, xylophone. Yeah? We're going to talk about the musical instrument, xylophone, but not just about it. We're going to use the musical instrument, the xylophone, to solve a crime. To solve a crime. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, ti, la, so, fi, bo, la, do. So, what is the crime we're going to solve? Listen, we're going to solve a crime that the world, claims, has happened, yet the world claims it cannot solve. Yeah? As you know, in Ghana here, I'm going to prove to you, I'm going to give you the evidence that convicts the person. I'm going to give you the evidence that puts the person and the perpetrators behind bars. Not only that, to guarantee, that those who have lost as a result will gain what they have lost back. So, bear with me 2 seconds.
Xylophone music.
Smoky beat, let's go. Holy Pilla, me say what's on your mobile. I'm gonna me say what your mobile. If you say grab in here, I will try to prepare. And if I know your fame, you know it be one day. Everybody be a coin, be a coin, be a coin, be a coin. Everybody be a coin, be a coin, be a coin. Everybody be a coin, be a coin, be a coin, be a coin. Everybody be a coin, be a coin. Time no day, Mr. Time and look up, Abra bona koye ding your Jeff for the wine. When you get there, nothing the move. We are then go sit down. Unya yana wote trasa, koso boboto munye krachi. Oye mwanga we be a boutique, be so many branches. Everybody be a wino. Now so many people they wonder. You didn't say she run on my wine, so yeah, what she is Stevie Wonder. Everybody be a wino. Now so many people they wonder. When I'm here, can one. A problem in my head, didn't feel sad. Only be a miss your once and your moppo. I'm gonna miss your what, yeah, your moppo. If you see grab in here, I will try to prepare. And if I know your face, you know it be one day. Everybody be a wino, be a wino, be a wino, be a wino. Everybody be a wino, be a wino. A wino limb, be a wino. Everybody be a wino, be a wino, be a wino, be a wino. Everybody be a wino, be a wino. Time no day, Mr. Time and look up, my one be everything on my breast. Yeah, the best and the meso. We are the my quan be or better man was so biaso. When you are happy, I would end on Quaso. Oh, yeah, Baba, we the bet Baba, we the bet make sure we say you there on no. Sure we say you know don't know. My young will grant your powers. Retire city, my any dollars. Now, Nami, yeah, can walk. Or brand new one, yeah, didn't say. What's up, your mobile say? I'm gonna miss your what, yeah, your mobile. Oh, yeah. If you see my baby, oh, I'm with your baby. If I ever, you know, if you want to play, everybody be a wino, be a wino, be a wino, be a wino, be a wino.
Let's wrap this up.
Let's go.
So, okay, let's begin the lesson. Yeah, let's start the lesson. We're gonna go straight, yeah, to proving a crime, yeah. But get this: whether you're a Christian, Muslim, Hindu, whatever religion, or even an atheist, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, the fact of the matter is, yeah, evidence, it has to come from somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? It has to come from somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? Evidence has to come from somewhere. So, please, yeah, if you're not a Christian, or let's say, even if you don't have a belief in the Bible, I want to tell you that the information that we're going to get that will destroy the work of the devil, yeah, it comes from the Bible, yeah. Because get this, it's not only Christians who invested, yeah, in men's gold. No, it's every religion, every human, even unbelievers. But the evidence will be given to you by the Bible. You think of it as you want. Because you are accessing sensitive information, we will send a code to you. Verify identity. What sensitive information am I? Wow. 0155325. 0155325. Imagine that. I'm logging into one of my what's going on? Okay. Don't worry. Hold on. This, you know what I mean? This is big, innit? This is big. Chill. One sec.
Baba we the bet you, Baba we the bet you, make sure we say you there on low, show me say you know on low. My young grab the powers, retire city my any dollars. Now na me yet can wo, a brand new wire didn't say. We are.
Don't worry, we're chilling. Yeah, we're chilling. This is breaking news. Relax, chill. Mopo say.
I'm gonna miss your what yeah, mopo. Oh, yeah. Baby, I say grab it in here. I want you to be if I have faith, you know it be one day. Everybody be a final, 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 everybody be a final, be a final, be a final, be a final, everybody be a final, time no is the time and the
Okay, let's start. Let's turn this down slightly. Yeah. Okay. From the Bible, yeah, we're going to prove, yeah, I'm going to give you the evidence, yeah, of a crime that has been committed against Ghanaians. But get this, I'm going to prove to you that it was planned as far back as 500 years ago, yeah, and the route in which the plan took. Because if you're making a plan, yeah, for anything, you have to somehow come up with a template, yeah, that allows the plan to always stay on course, yeah. Well, the template, yeah, the template. Okay, cool. They're trying something. You know what I've had to do? Is it KTM or KJM? I've had to go online to get the King James. Yeah, King James version. But it's playing around with me, innit? King James version. Aha, it's KJV. Okay, let's read. Exodus 28:17 to 21. 17. And thou shalt set in its settings of stone, even 4 rows of stone. The first row shall be a sardius, a topaz, and a carbuncle. This shall be the first row. 18. And the row shall be an emerald, a sapphire, and a diamond. 19. And the third row, a ligure, and a gate, and an amethyst. 20. And the fourth row, a beryl, an onyx, and a jasper. They shall be set in gold in their enclosings. And the stones shall be with the names of the children of Israel. 12 according to their names, like the engravings of a signet. Everyone with his name shall be according to the 12 tribes. You can read on and read further. But get this. What are they talking about here? They're talking about a device in the Bible called the ephod. Are you listening to me? This sentence is talking about a device in the Bible. This device in the Bible is worn by a priest. Yeah? So, this device, in order for you to access this device, in order for you to have it, yeah, you need to be a man who wears a garment by the name of ephod, ephod, or ephod, as some people will say it. Yeah. And on top of your ephod, you will have a breastplate. A breastplate. What I've just read to you, is the instructions on how God, the God of the Bible, instructed the individual, the human, to build this device. So, the first thing of our lesson, the first part of our evidence, I'm going to break down, a few things about what I've just read to you, so you can get a clear understanding of what you're looking at. So the Bible says, and thou 17, and thou shalt set in its settings of stone. Listen carefully. Even 4 rows of stone. Listen carefully. Even 4 rows of stone. And then it goes on to say, the first row shall be sardius, topaz, and carbuncle. This shall be the first row. This is a clue. What is the clue? It's saying that you shall set the stones in even 4 rows. So it's giving you a grid, a template. It's giving you a what? A template. Now, if you read on, it tells you that the template will look like this. Going to the right, the first row shall be sardius, a topaz, and a carbuncle. It means this template is a 3 going to the right grid and 4 grids going down. Is a 3 by 4 grid, which ends up being 3 times 4 equals 12. The 12 tribes. And then the Bible tells you, so now listen, that in grid number 1, put sardius, 2 topaz, 3 carbuncle. Moving down to the next row, 4 emerald, 5 sapphire, 6 diamond. Moving to the 3rd row, ligure, 7 agate, 8 amethyst, 9. Moving to the 4th and final row, 10 beryl, 11 onyx, 12 jasper. And each of these stones will be put onto this grid. Will be put onto this grid. Now understand this. What is this thing for? This thing is to be worn by special individuals. They are called in the Bible Hebrew Levite High. Motherfucking high priest. Jeez. So get this. The Bible tells us that God instructed an individual, but this individual wasn't just any individual. He was a blacksmith. And he works with gold and precious gems. So the Bible tells him, build a special device for me, God says, and I will use through this device, I will communicate with a selected few who can hear me. And then they will send my message out to the rest of the world. This is in the Bible. I've broken it down for you, but practically that's what it says. So watch this. How was this used to communicate? That's the first question. Number 2, who is a Hebrew Levite high priest? I will only name one of them for you, and it is the only one that matters. His name was Aaron, or Arun, depending on what religion you're in. But watch, who was Aaron? Arun was Moses, yeah, or Moshe, yeah. It was his brother, yeah. Nananyame told the blacksmith, once you have finished doing this communication device, go and give it to Moses' brother, Aaron, yeah, and then I will tell him what to do with it. So he did just that with the garment. And then Aaron accompanied Moses to the house of the Pharaoh, the pyramid builder, men's gold pyramid, yeah, and defeated them. So, let me read some facts to you. Yeah? You see the English language, the Bible, you read it in the English language, majority of us. The problem is most people do not understand the English language. So let me give you a quick fact. Yeah? The English language purports to be created from an alphabet system, A to Z, A, B, C, D, all the way to Z. Right? But watch this, yeah? The word is alphabet. Alpha denotes A to Z and bet denotes 1 to 9. This is fact. Alpha denotes A to Z. Bet. Shoot. Hold on. I've got something on the fire. I'm gonna miss you. What are your mom? NAM1's gonna kill me. NAM1 wants to kill me. You know he be one thing. Everybody be a quiet, be a quiet. Be a quiet, be a quiet. Everybody be a quiet, be a quiet. A quiet with him. Be a quiet. Everybody be a quiet, be a quiet. Be a quiet, be a quiet. Everybody be a quiet, be a quiet. Time no day, Mr. Time and look up, my one be everything on my presso. Yeah, DBC and Emreso. We are dear, my one be or better Manua so biaso. When you are heavy, I would be an unquaso. Oh, yeah, dear, Baba, we the wait you, Baba, we the wait you, make you sure we say you there on no, sure we say you know dollar, my young will grant your powers, retire city, my young dollars, now, Nami, yeah, Tranuo, or brand new, I didn't say. I'm gonna miss you. What you're my boy, baby, I say crying here. I want you to be baby. And you find out your face. You know he be one day. My friend Nancy, she smelled something and she came up. Fire, you know, mate. Alright, let's carry on. Yeah, so get this. The word alpha denotes A to Z. The word bet denotes 1 to 9. In the English alphabet system, A, B, C, D, all the way to Z, you do not see one representation of a number. Therefore, the English language is an alpha system purporting to be an alphabet system. Fact. Basem your mobile. Yeah. But get this. We have to first dig into the origins of the English language. Where did the English language come from? It didn't come from England. Or let's say the language itself came from England. Oh, my sister's calling me. I'll have to call her back later. Sorry, yeah. Oh, Ya's calling me. Her name is Ya. Don't worry, I'll call you back. Yeah? So get this, yeah? The English language was developed, obviously was spoken in England by a sect group of people called barbarians. But barbarians never had a way of recording their history. And that action, having a method to record your past, your present, and your future, that is the word we call civilization. That action, or those actions, having the ability to tell people about what happened yesterday, today, when yesterday has gone past, through many methods. If you discover a group of people that have never been discovered, they've been isolated, but when you get there, they are writing, and they are trying to explain their writing to you, whether it's pictorial or whatever, they're civilized. But if you discover a group of people and they don't and you never see them write, they are uncivilized. So get this. The word alpha and bet are Greek. So let's go to Greek. How did the English get something that belongs to Greek? Because it was the Greeks who gave them the system that made them civilized. It was the Greeks that gave them the system that made the English civilized. So let's go to the Greeks. What system do the Greeks use? The system used the following. The Greeks are phonicians. They have a 22 phonetic alphabet system. They also have a second language called hieroglyphics or hieroglyphics. You see them in all their churches, pictures that speak to you. Or you can call them in Hebrew iconology edinkra, pictures that speak to you. Okay, 22 phonetic alphabetic characters. But where did they get that from? Where did they get that from? They got that from the Egyptians. The Egyptians are Phoenicians. They have 22 phonetic alphabetic characters. Aristotle, Plato, and Socrates were the first civilized Westerners. Why? Because before Aristotle, Plato, and Socrates went to Egypt, there was no society in the West that even today can be recorded to have a civilized manner. They went, and the Egyptians for 27 years, not all at the same time, they went individual and brought back different information. One of them for 15, one of them for 27 years. I forgot how much they are born. It was these three that brought the writing system of the Egyptians to Greek or to Greece. So now we have to go to the originators, who are Egyptologists. Like the Greeks, they're students. They have 22 phonetic alphabetic characters. They also have a language, and the language is called hieroglyphics, but they gave that idea to the Greeks. Hieroglyphics, it's pictures that speak. They also have alphabets. They have 22 phonetic alphabets. They gave 22 to the Greeks. The Greeks then gave 22 phonetic alphabets to the Freemasons, the leaders of the English. When the leaders of the English got to England, they kept 22 in the Freemason world, but they adopted the system a bit. They added 4 more characters and made it 26. Strayed it from the originals, made it 26. J, so the word James, the name James, the letter J was added after 1655, meaning before 1655, James didn't exist. J didn't exist. It probably would have been spelled G-Y-A-M-E-S. G-Y, because that is J. That is how Phoenicians will pronounce the sound J, as in Jesus. Phoenicians will say J. Okay. So watch. They changed and gave them 26, and then they said, we've given you 26 alphabetic characters, and I've proven to you they didn't. They gave them 26 alpha characters, and they gave them 9 separate bet characters, 1 to 9. You learn maths and English separately. So, one, the Bible has been written in a language purporting to be an alphabet language, which turns out to be just an alpha language. Yeah? So, we need to discover what the alphabet language would truly look like and how it would now translate our words. We have to understand the word alphabet. The language needs to comprise alphas and bets together in one in order to call it alphabet. But when in the alphabet when in the alpha there are no bets within, then it means it's not an alphabet, it's an alpha system. Yeah? So let's go to the other guys. The Akans. The Akans are oralists. The Akans are phonicians. The Akans have 22 phonetic alphabetic characters, like the originators of the Western civilization. But get this, no one can attest to how the Akans got it but the Akans. And I'll tell you that in a minute. So watch. 22 phonetic characters. They also have a language called Edinkra, talking pictures, speaking pictures. Yeah? Very familiar, innit? So watch. The Akans, yeah, they believe in Nyame. Nyame is the omnipotent sky god, yeah, who created Asasiya, earth, the first day born. Why? Because the Bible tells you, yeah, that earth was created in 7 days. So life was created in 7 days. But if you look in iconology, Egyptology, Grecians and Freemasonry, we all believe that the week begins on Sunday. So Sunday being the first day, it means Thursday is the 5th day. And the Bible tells you that on the 5th day, earth was completed. Asasiya, earth, she was completed. And then on the 6th day, man was brought. So Thursday is the 5th day, yeah, of creation. Thursday is the 5th day of creation. Is the day, yeah, earth was born. And in Hebrew iconology T993, yeah, we believe in Nyame. Our language says that earth's name is Asasiya. Earth's name is the first day born, but a female. Oh, that's what the Bible says. That earth was born on the 5th day. Well, we're saying her name, earth's name, is Asasiya. And we're saying earth is a female. Not the male, the female. Okay.
So many people they wonder. You didn't say she ran on my pine, so yeah, when she is Stevie Wonder. Everybody be a final. There's so many people they wonder. When I'm here, can walk. A brab on the wire, didn't fi say. Only be a miss your was and your mop. I'm gonna miss your work here, your mop. Yes, you club in here. I want you to be brave. And if I know your face, you know you be one day. Everybody be a final, be a final, be a final, be a final. Everybody be a final, be a final, a final, be a final.
So get this. If you look on Aaron's chest, you will see a breastplate that's 3x4. And it's filled with stones, but these are all precious stones. And the Bible tells you, yeah, money, which precious stones have been converted into, is the root to all evil. So maybe if you're looking at the precious stones, then you're missing the raw information. So for a moment, yeah, please, clear the precious stones. Stop chasing money for a minute. Start chasing life and start chasing the truth. Papa, with the waiting, yo, whoa, whoa. Shake it there, whoa, whoa. Hey.
Now, Nami,
yeah? So, Nyame, but get this. The Egyptians, they believe in a human god called Amon-Ra. Their students, the Grecians, they believe in a god called Zeus-Ra, who actually historical fact tells you is Amon-Ra. The Greeks, yeah, taught the system to the Freemasons. The Freemasons are Freemasons. They believe in the Egyptology system. They believe in Amon-Ra. But to their people, who they gave 26 characters to rather than 22, and made them non-Phoenicians, yeah, and lied to them about alphabet when it's alpha, yeah, they know about Jesus Christ. They know about Jesus Christ. Yeah? So, understand this. There's Nyame, Amon-Ra, and Jesus Christ. Yeah? Now, the people who brought us Jesus Christ believe in Amon-Ra. The leaders of the people who believe in Jesus Christ, the leaders believe in Amon-Ra. Let's see. Okay. So draw the 3x4 grid. Instead of putting, yeah, the precious gems in there, the precious gems in there, yeah, take them away. Put information that explains the Bible, yeah, in there to make sense of the Bible. In grid number 1, put 1. In grid number 2, put 2, A, B, C. In grid number 3, put 3, D, E, F. In Hebrew Iconology T993, we don't say A, B, C, D. We say Abede, E, E. Yeah? Abede, E, E. You see, E. E is E. E is written as 3, but it's written in all 4 directions. West, south, east, and north. Yeah? But in one of the directions, yeah, it is 3. Meaning you can find a bet within our system. That's all you need to have an alphabet system. We have that. And on this template called the food, 3 is E. E is 3. 3 is quantified to D, E, F. 3 is E. Okay, 4, GHI, 5, JKL, 6, MNO, meaning MNO is 666, meaning the word Mon, yeah, so his name is Amon, Mon, M-O-N is 666. Let's carry on for now. 7, PQRS, 8, TUV, 9, WXYZ. Why is this interesting? Because you see, xylophone, yeah, we're talking about xylophone, yeah, see xylophone, how do you spell the xylophone? I know, XYLOPH1. Let's go, we're coming. Now understand, yeah, in this 3x4 grid exists English, the knowledge of English. Why? Between key 2 and key 9, every possible word that you may want to make up in English or that has been made up in English exists here. You just have to link them. But English is here. Also, mathematics is here. There are only 9 numbers. Yeah, there are only 9 numbers, 1 to 9. But whatever you do in life, you have to start somewhere. You start at 1. So at 1, you have no control. But from 2, You have ABC to work with, DEF, GHI, JKL, MNO, PQRS, TUV, WXYZ. Key number 10. Put a padlock, because this system is locked to those who have no clue of how life works. Key number 11. Put 0. Now 0 appears. Why? It's after the padlock. It's a number not available to me and you, not open to me and you. Why? It's a number open to the soul. Amon-Ra claims to be the soul. The word Ra means soul. So it is a number open to him or someone in the soul world, to our soul. That's why in algebra you're able to cancel 0 anytime you want. It's outside of our usage. Key number 12. Put what today we call the hashtag sign. The hashtag sign. Now, you see this grid? Yeah? Everything you want in communication is here. Yeah? But get this. Let's spell xylophone. Now we're going to speak in many languages. Language number 1, alpha. XYLOPHONE. Language number 2, bet. 995674663. Language number 3, it will be a Dinkra hieroglyphics. Using this template, every word you make up, you can link up and plot, and the shape you get will be the hieroglyphic of that word. Thus, just using those shapes, yeah, as long as people, so for example, if I was to write the word jam, JAM is 526. Now, jam will be from 5 up to 2 and slanted to 6. Now that shape, yeah, if you see it, is a hieroglyphic, it's an Adinkra, and it says jam. But that shape, jam, would also spell another word, because get this, let me give you a good example. Okay, get this. Let's spell jam. Jam is JAM. Yeah? The code for jam would be 526. But this code for jam is actually the password to open the word, to understand if there's any hidden meanings behind the word jam. Yeah? And then you're going to realize that the word jam, JAM, has the same code as the word Jan, as in the beginnings of the word January, JAN. Lan, as in the word land, LAN. Lao, as in the country Laos, LAO. Lamb, as in the word lamb, lamb, as in the sacrificial lamb, LAM. Can, as in Genghis Khan, KAN, can, yeah, as in Cam, KAM. And then we're back to January. So you see, now that you apply true phonetics, yeah, and true alphabetics, someone could write, yeah, a letter to someone. You could get that letter and then you just read, jam is nice. Yeah, but maybe the person was saying Jan, as in Janet, IQ, because the word is IS, yeah, which is 47, is the same as IQ, 47, as GR, as IR, as in HR, His Royal Highness, yeah, GP. Do you see what I mean? secret language that only he who knows to interpret it differently from what is seen. Yeah? Good. So now you get it, right? So, before we go into proving, the fact, you know the template now. I'm going to talk about a few things about the xylophone. You see the xylophone? It has 7 keys. Yeah? You have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah? And then you have an 8th key, but it's C again. Yeah? You have C minor and C sharp twice. Yeah? So technically it's 7 keys. But what is the significance of that? There are 7 days. Yeah? It represents, everything. The xylophone's keys represent everything. Why? There are 7 days. There are only 7 of us. In Hebrew iconology, we believe there are 7 souls. 7 days, 7 keys, 7 souls. 777. In the Bible, the number 7 is called the number of perfection. And it is also known as the number of God. The number 7. Do, re, mi, fa, si, la, ti, do. O, ti, to, la, ta, do, do, di. You see what I mean? 777. Okay, so now, why did NAM1, choose to use the xylophone, as his name 1 and 2 as everything? It's simple. We're gonna go through that in a minute. It's all in his name. NAM1. Okay. Okay. What's his name? You're asking who? His name is Amon-Ra, their God. Yeah? Amon-Ra. A-M-O-N-Ra, R-A. What's the code? What's the bet? It's 266672. You see how the 666 comes up? But watch. Okay, so 266672, Amon-Ra. If you were to plot Amon-Ra on the grid, the shape you get, that is the shape you will be considered to be the Edinkra of Amon-Ra. And if you are the first to create it, then it is yours that will be accepted. That's the ideology. So get this. First, we have to find out, what other codes, what other alpha meanings are hidden behind his name. So we start off with Amon 2666. Also opens up to Anon, A-N-O-N. Also opens up to Com, C-O-M-M. The beginnings of the word communication is the same as saying Amon 2666. Amo, A-M-M-O. Bono, the musician, a mason, a Freemason, he was fully aware, but by choosing the name Bono, B-O-N-O, that he was actually paying homage to Amon-Ra. He was fully aware of that. Not only that, O-N-O, B-O-N-O. It looks like someone wearing glasses. He's always wearing glasses. Also, Com, C-O-M-M, for the word common, as in the House of Commons. Now you can say the House of Almonds. the house of almonds. Also, the phrase common sense. Common sense is 2666666. So what is common sense? You see, this sentence I'm about to give you has the same code. Ammon on sense. The people who worship Ammon are on sense. Common sense. That's why you're accused of not having common sense, and yet even your accuser doesn't know what common sense looks like. Because if you're not part of the Masons, you're not part of the Common Sense Club. It is actually their name. Common. Okay, so now you've got that. Ra, yeah, the word Ra, 72, RA. Let's see what that opens to. Sa, SA, and other words, but I'm just going to stick with SA. It's also 72. I'll show you why in a minute. Watch. Now I'm going to show you a language, because the Egyptians, they had many ways of communication, and so do Akans. One of the language and one of the ways of communicating is the example I'm going to give you. Stand in the mirror. I'm stood next to a mirror right now. I'm looking at myself. Yeah. Now understand this. I'm stood in the reality I call reality, and I'm touching myself and I'm talking to you. But come on, I'm looking at myself. Yeah, doing the same thing on the other side. How do I know? How do I not know that that's not a reality that I don't have access to neither? But it's there. I don't know. That reflection, yeah, is reflecting itself back to me. So watch. Take the word mirror, because I'm showing you how English really plays. Yeah. Take the word mirror. Yeah. MIRROR. Put a mirror to the word mirror. You're going to get Rora Rim. Rora Rim. RORRIM. Rora Rim. So understand this. Me, I'm stood in the mirror dimension, as far as I know. But what I'm calling my reflection is only stood in the Rora Rim dimension. It is a fact. Yeah. So your words, yeah, they can also, yeah, be reflected. In other words, watch. English writes from left to right, Muslims write from right to left. Mirror reflection, two sides of a book. So let's reflect his name. Yeah, let's reflect his name. His name is Amun-Ra. We're going to reflect Amun-Ra. But before we reflect Amun-Ra, I'm going to ask you a few questions. What does Amun mean? The English people who do not own the name Amun claims it means the hidden one. And I say it doesn't mean that. What it actually means is simple. I told you there are 7 days in a week. Yeah? Each of us, yeah, is born in one of those 7 days. Meaning, get this, you see me. I was born on a Monday. It means I'm a mon born. Are you listening? If I was to say this in Phoenician, I would say I'm Amon born. Yeah? You see, Phoenicians, we don't like spaces a lot. Why? Because it's a waste of time. So to say a boy, for example, we just say a boy and spell it together. A boy means a boy. But the English will separate it, because they're not Phoenicians. So Amon is simply this: a mon soul, a moon soul, a Monday soul, Amon-Ra. Let me prove it to you. You see, Hebrew iconology, Egyptology, Freemasonry, and Grecians believe the seventh day, the first day is Sunday. Sunday. And they begun the system for the English, but the English say the day begins on Monday. Why? Because the leaders of the English worship a Mon-Ra, a Monday soul. A Mon-Ra, a Monday soul. And then they tell you that because they don't want to tell you the truth, they say it means the hidden one. There's some truth in that. Let's go to the hidden one. Now, I want you to go to the most famous painting currently on the face of this planet. It's called the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa. Monalisa. We're going to mirror reflect our Monra's name, which is 266672. But first, let's go to the Mona Lisa. Monalisa. Code 66625472. Hold on. That's only the mirror reflection of Amon-Ra with with two extra letters, two extra bits added. Because remember, he's the hidden one. So the two extra, which is 54, which is Li, the lie, has been added to cover him, to hide him. But get this, the name Mona Lisa, if you draw the name Mona Lisa, whatever shape you get will be the same as Amon-Ra, only going backwards. So when you draw Amon-Ra, you're going to add one line from 5 to L, just one line, 5 to 4, and then it's going to be exactly the same as Amon-Ra. Why? Because the human god Amon-Ra is hidden behind the female Mona Lisa, waiting to be resurrected. So watch. Okay, so Mona Lisa, now you know, is hiding Amon-Ra. What else is she hiding? Watch. 66625472 opens up to the next level of translation. Nonce-lisb. Nonclisb. Nonce, as in priest who fuck little kids. Nonce. Or any adult who rapes little boys and little girls. That's a nonce. In English, that's what a nonce is. A nonce is someone who likes raping and breaking and tearing little kids' assholes. I never said a gay. A nonce, I said. Okay. And LISB is short for lesbianism, lesbians. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you being a lesbian. No. Listen, you see weapons. If you need a weapon to fight a battle, listen, they needed a weapon to control life. Unfortunately, you see, life, was not meant to be controlled by the man. Life was meant to be controlled by the woman, the life bearer. So get this. What is their problem? The problem is they can't control every life because the woman keeps giving birth randomly. But if you turned everyone, even those not born to be lesbians, so-called, into lesbians, you get less cases. So part of their blueprint was to turn, all females into lesbians, so they can make selected few and control the birth rate and population. That is a weapon, lesbian. They're using lesbianism and gayism as a weapon. Not to say that you can't do what you say is you. But if someone was to use my color, to create confusion, that person will have me headbutting them down to the ground. And I won't get rid of my color. I'll headbutt them because you're using my color as a weapon against humanity. You mad? So if you're using my heterosexuality against anyone, I'll kill you too for that too. It ain't right. I won't kill you, by the way, sorry. So watch. Nonce-lisb 666-25472. Okay, good. Now, we're going to now reflect her name. Her name. Remember, she's hiding Amon-Ra, the god of the Masons, Egyptologists, Freemasons, and Grecians. When we reflect her name, the Mona Lisa, we're going to end up with Alphali, Anum Asil, alphabetically 2666-2745. Because the whole idea is to hide the communication in the Aurora Rim, only allowing he who knows to look behind, he who can apply, the bet, to look behind the word to see if a new meaning was meant, and then the message and the task to be carried out. In other words, the language of the assassins, where I can talk about you in front of you and you won't know. I'll tell you something special about that poem. Little roses are red, violets are blue. I'll show you the numerics and the secret behind it. Yeah. Okay. Watch. So, Anum Asil. The word Anum, Anum, means in Hebrew iconology, Anum means a mouth. Wenum means your mouth. Num means mouth. Anum means a mouth. Asi means under. So under the mouth. 2666-2745. The next code that opens up to it is the word boom brill. BOOMBRIL. Boom brill. 2666-2745. What does boom brill mean? Did you know that when someone tells you I'm booming, it means that person is harmoning, meaning that person has found the secret to how you boom. The secret to how you boom is the god of boom, Amon. What does brill mean? You will say the beginnings of the word brilliant, BRIL, brilliant. It is. This is a brilliant plot, but get this. It doesn't mean that. It means boom British land. Why? They have worshipped Amon, but is it British land that worshipped Amon? No, it was the Masons. So boom British land means British land should receive a lot of blessings for their servitude to Amon. The problem is, if you are not a Mason, which is less than 1% of the population, if you are not a Mason, you are not part of this boom. You will actually be a victim of this boom. So, let me show you. How did they carry out Boom Britain? How did they carry out Boom Britain? Well, before 2015, the Masons, they installed, their prime ministers using the Tory government, they knew she wouldn't win, so they brought her in from the back, her name is Theresa Adowa May, Theresa Monday Born May, Theresa 666 May, Theresa Armon May, Theresa Armon Ra May, Theresa the Monday Soul May. They employed Theresa the Monday Soul May, whose husband is a leader of the 666 clan, the Masons. And how did she boom Britain? She took the police off the streets. Your kids went wild. They started stabbing each other. The crime rates went up. And then she sold all the public prisons into private hands. G4S, her husband owns. And then, because the commodity for prisons are children, your children, she took the police off. She took the block that normally stopped your kids from, taking advantage and being silly. So they became silly. And her husband is reaping off of your children's death. Boom Britain. It happened. You see the woman, Frida Kahlo. Theresa May wore a bracelet, a bracelet with Frida Kahlo on it and held her hands up. You see her name is Frida, You see, listen to her name. Just listen to the sound. Frida, You see her surname, Kahlo, KHALO. Well, the code for that, I'm not swaying off topic, I'm just giving you something quick. The code for that, yeah, opens up to the word jail O. Jail O. What does that mean? Free the jail O. She gave them a signal that the jails have been freed, meaning, yeah, they're good to go. Business is good to go. In 2018, 18 is so 6 plus 6 plus 6, 2666 equals 18. Yeah. Theresa May, after she did everything she done, yeah, the Monday, the 666 born, yeah, after she completed everything in her year, 2018 was Armand's year. 2, the 0 comes out of nowhere, is after the padlock. 18, 6 plus 6 plus 6, 2018 was Armand's year. She completed everything and she got up in 2019, she left and now she's retired. And the country is breaking, but the Masons are smiling. Boom, bro, it happened. Now, let's come to xylophone. The next code 26662745 opens to is Con Ash L. Con, CONN, Ash L, ASHL. Yeah, Con Ash L. Con Ash L. I put it to you, Con Ash L stands for Con Ashanti Land. Con Ashanti Land. How did they carry this out? Well, before, again, just the same blueprint way, before 2018, before Armand's year, they installed a NAM1. They gave him the secrets of the Masonic system, yeah, and you have to sacrifice hard to be trusted enough to be given this. So NAM1 received this and then set up a company, a pyramidic company, a pharaotic company in Ghana here. Ashanti is in Ghana, so Con Ashanti, yeah, was now set up. This company, yeah, did this. How did they make sure that this con happened? Okay, get this. In 1888, yeah, the British tried to take over the Ashanti gold mines, and they went to a king, the Ashanti king, yeah, and they tried so much. They fought and fought. He kept defeating them, but they kept coming back hard. Eventually, he conceded to them. Yeah, and they said, give us the golden stool. But by giving them the golden stool, it means he's giving them Ghana, he's giving them everything. He's giving them all the Ashanti lands, all the gold mines. Because that's Nanenya's chair, and whoever sits on it plays God. Even the king is not allowed to sit on it. Yeah, he refused. He said, rather stamp on me, sit on me, do anything you want to me. Yeah, because you see me, if I give you the golden stool, what will happen to me? It's worse than anything. So forget it. Just stamp on me. So they stamped on him. But that wasn't enough for them. So they took him to the Seychelles and kept him in prison there. Yeah. Later they released him. Long story short, exactly 111 years later, 111, which is the number for the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, the Holy Trinity. Yeah. In 1999, the Masons installed one of their very young bright stars, yeah, into the kinship system, yeah. Their Cans got a new king in 1999. His name is Osei. Osei means he or she who destroys. But destruction can be for good and for bad. You could be breaking down the house to put a new building up. Or you could be breaking it down because you don't care. You understand what I'm saying? Or say to, yeah, in my language means to remove. When you remove something from the ground, what to? So if you say it twice, it means remove. His name is destruction, remove. Or say to. They installed him. And through him, he coerced all the other kings, yeah, that control the mineral-rich country of Ghana, yeah, to allow Galamsey, which is gather and sell. galamsey, gather and sell to happen. Now get this, you see the galamseyers, therefore they were just selling to anyone. But you will find not everyone could go to the galamseyers and buy the gold, because the galamseyers were actually controlled. And the revenue headed through one direction. They took it all to xylophone, to men's gold. And through men's gold, he was able to use that fake gold that he didn't buy. Because he didn't buy and because he got it for free, he was able to give returns that no one else can give. Because what's backing his investment, was gold, and gold is currency. The problem is, he had so much of it and he got it for so cheap, he could give the first batch so much to drive more people in. So the first batch started getting paid a lot, dragging more people in, inviting more people to come. Some people died because they dragged their whole families into the system, only now to find out they are the reason why their families have crashed. The gold was then trickled into men's gold. Men's gold used the gold to back themselves. England, the head of the Mason world, helped by keeping quiet. Why? They invited him, he came, he set up a company, non-registered, he didn't do nothing. All he did, he went to SW1 where the Queen lives, the head of the Mason. He found one of the most expensive buildings in Knightsbridge and put his name on there. That alone would get you sued. That alone could get you sued. No one sued him. He then had his Nazis, dressed in uniform, marching through the streets of SW1 in London like Nazis. No one questioned them. Listen, you see me, I used to work there. I used to work in a restaurant called Smolensky's on the Strand, and get this, you see that ends, that area, if you're walking there and you take out a camera, although it's a touristy area, there's a lot of eyes on you, and sometimes they'll question you. I've been questioned before for all of a sudden ruining my phone and thinking that's interesting. NAM1 had Nazis marching around and no one touched him. Why? Because he was working for the Nazis. The Queen is German. He was working for her. So anything he needed, it was alright. They opened. It's like, listen, they gave him a key to the city to convince Ghanaians to invest. So Ghanaians invested. This sucked in, also money from Ghanaians abroad. This allowed, because most Ghanaians abroad would not trust to invest in anything that's grown in Ghana. Why? Because it's bullshit. But the fact that this thing had reached England and had reached SW1, the Queen's country, they felt, my sister really wants me in it. They felt, boom things. Hold on. They felt, boom things. Hold on.
He be one day, everybody be a wine, be a wine, be a wine,
Xylophone music.
Let's go. Only be a say what's I'm your mobile. I'm gonna miss a what your mobile. If you see crab in here, I would try to prepare. If I know your fame, you know it be one day. Everybody be a wine, be a wine, be a wine, be a wine, everybody be a wine, be a wine, be a wine, everybody be a wine, be a wine, be a wine, be a wine, everybody be a wine, be a wine. Time no day, Mr. Time and look up, Abera bona koye din your phone and wine. Money get nothing the move. We are then go sit down. Unya yana wote trasa kuso boto munye krache. Oye Mwanga we be a boutique be so many branches. Everybody be a quino. So many people they wonder. You didn't sense you ran on my quine so yeah, mushy yes, Stevie Wonder. Everybody be a quino. So many people they wonder.
So get this king, yeah, and other sub-kings beneath him closed their eyes because they support and helped him to con Ghana. But this was planned by Leonardo da Vinci, con Ashel, boom Britain, way back 500 years ago. I'm telling you, yeah, listen carefully to this. NAM1 said the xylophone, right? Why? Just like the xylophone does, do, re, mi, fa, si, la, ti, do. The Egyptians have always been playing us, yeah, trying to control the world. NAM1 is so stupid that knowing the secret of what they're up to, yeah, he realized that he's part of an ongoing cycle. Do, re, mi, fa, si, do, and then we come back, do, re, mi, fa, si, do, and he, yeah, became the #1 scammer, yeah, because get this, you see this, Con Ashel, it has taken 500 years to pull this off, and NAM1 is the one, yeah, who pulled it off with them. So they gave him the title Man-1. Man, listen, MAN1. Let me explain it to you. The code for that is 626. You call him NAM1. NAM 626. NAM1 is not saying he is NAM1 and Namba Akupe. He's secretly, he who knows, yeah? So you don't know, you say NAM1, but he who knows says Man-1. The one who carried out Con Ashel. The one who brought in so much that immediately in 2018 the Queen of England became 88 billion pounds richer. When the new government that are currently ruling Ghana came on, yeah, they found, yeah, a pot, yeah, with a dent, a hole, and it's so big, yeah, that they haven't even managed to steal more than $1 million yet. They're trying, but it's not working because the pot is so big that if they don't do something little with the little that's there, the country will break and they'll be beaten, they'll be blamed for it. They know. Con Ashel happened. Who did they employ to carry out Con Ashel? They employed a Namba Kupe Kojo, the Monday born one, who calls himself Man-1. Why? Because in the year of our month 2018, 2666, 2666, yeah, it would only be good for an Armand to do what Armand does. You see, in 2018, let me tell you something about Theresa May, yeah? In 2018, Theresa May had the perfect alignment. You see, Theresa May in 1956 was born on a Monday, so 666. You see, in 2018, 2666. So another 666 in the year of the 666, because that's what she is. Yeah. Her birthday aligned and also fell, yeah, on a Monday. So another 666 is a 3x3 grid, and if you put equals signs all over, you're going to get 18 all over, like a computer chip. A perfect alignment, a perfect cell, a perfect chip. The Tories, that's why now, yeah, they can make comments like, take this away from the poor, give this to us. Because get this, they're doing all this legally. They're doing all this by the book. And the only way you can fight them is, I'm telling you, each and an individual person, I'm talking about the English for now, each and every single English person, yeah, I'll give you a template, yeah. You're going to sue the Tory party, you're going to sue them as a party, you're going to sue individual lords and individual whatever, but get this, I'll give you a template, yeah, but don't do it as a group. No, you're going to block the court systems, you're going to cause mayhem, yeah. Every single individual, yeah, will write their own single application. Why should you accept my evidence? Because my evidence falls in line with knowledge. No, no, me no. Yeah. Whoa. So, let me turn this down. Listen, we're all seeking knowledge. Yeah? We're all seeking knowledge. So, listen. Knowledge. Yeah? This is what we are all seeking. What education proposed to give. Yeah? So you go to school and the law says it is mandatory you go to school because you need to gain knowledge. Yeah? So understand this. You have to first read what is meant to have knowledge. So watch. Now, facts, information and skills acquired through experience or education. The most important part is this. Through experience or education. It means by law, education cannot be mandatory. Because the route to acquire, knowledge is through experience or education, or one or the other, or you can do both. But you can't say education is the only way to gain knowledge. It's a lie. Why is education a lie? Because education is always what someone has taught you, but experience is what you know is fact. Maybe no one would understand it, but you know it happened to you. And now you have to investigate and try and bring it out. Okay, so now 1. Facts, information and skills acquired through experience or education, the theoretical or practical understanding of a subject. An example, a thirst for knowledge. Simile or similar. Understanding, comprehension, grasp, grip, command, mastery, apprehension, expertise, skills, proficiency, accomplishment, capacity, capability, savoir faire, know-how, learning, erudition, education, scholarship, letters, schooling, science, wisdom, enlightenment, philosophy, information, facts, data, intelligence, news, reports, law, info, lowdown, gen. The opposite of all these, so these are positive things. The opposite of all these things, the negatives, is ignorance and illiteracy. So if you don't have any of these, and if you're not good at, or if you don't like these things, then you are an ignorant person and you are also an illiterate. 2. Awareness of familiarity gained by experience of a fact or situation. The program has been developed without his knowledge. Well, this program was developed without my knowledge. All their bullshit was done without my knowledge. I was never in the room where NAM1 entered. It was done without my knowledge. The similar to this is awareness, consciousness, realization, recognition, cognition, apprehension, perception, appreciation, cognizance. So what does this mean? It's simple what it means. It means these are all the things comprised. When you get it. Now it gives you, more examples. Watch. The sum of what is known. Understand this. The sum of what is known. The example is the transmission of knowledge. What does it mean by the transmission of knowledge? If you so far are still listening to me and you haven't understood a word I'm saying, it means I've not transmitted anything to you. So what I know is the sum of what I know. I know NAM1, Con Ghana, and the Queen was involved, the head of the snake, and Leonardo da Vinci was the blueprint maker, and much, much more. So that's the sum of what I know. The transmission of knowledge is how I'm going to get it to you. Information held on a computer system, the device I've given you, the 3x4, well, you know it is a phone device, it's a PH1, a phonetic device. So it has information. All your A to Z is on there, 1 to 9. Everything you want is there. Information held on a computer system. Philosophy, true, justified belief, certain understanding as opposed to opinion. Awareness or familiarity gained by experience of a fact or situation. So awareness or familiarity gained by experience of a fact or situation. And then they give the example again. The program had been developed via his knowledge. So awareness or familiarity gained by experience of a fact or situation. Well, he won't have any of that because it had been developed via his knowledge. Similes, like I said, awareness, consciousness, realization, recognition, cognition, apprehension, perception, appreciation, cognizance. Archaic, sexual intercourse. Sexual intercourse, 3, archaic. Now the word sexual intercourse, you think, why did they bring it here? Why did they bring it here? Because it's very important you know this. In education, they say that we need to start teaching our kids about sex between gays. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with you claiming to be gay. That's your choice. But get this. People say that gay people have sexual intercourse. But if you knew English, you would look up the word sexual intercourse properly. And it will tell you sexual intercourse is sex between the male and the female, and it is for reproductive sex, for reproduction. Meaning, if a man and a female have sex, something is expected to come out of it. So sex between the male and the female is sexual intercourse. Sex between the male and the male is not, it's pleasure. Sex between the female and the female is not sexual intercourse, it's pleasure. This is not my words, this is English speaking to you. These are not my words, these are the words of how English wants us to see it. So watch, let me give you a good example. Why? Let me show you why we can't teach about homosexuality in school. Why? Because of the word sexual intercourse. Sexual intercourse says it doesn't add to life. School is meant to teach us how to live for longer and how to make it. Well, one of the best ways on how to live is to extend yourself, and to extend yourself, you need to copy yourself, a carbon copy of yourself. You need the woman to do that. That's why Amon-Ra knew to hide behind the woman, because you see the woman, her shoulders can carry life itself, and it does. She carries life within her. She's the strongest of the two breeds. She's the strongest of the two breeds. So understand this. In mathematics, English, 1 plus 1 equals 2. The characters in 1 plus 1, I'm going to show you. The number 1. The plus sign is a stick, 2, plus another stick crossing it, 3. The 1 sign again, 4. The equal sign, the equal sign, that's 6, 2 lines. And then the number 2, the answer, that's 7 characters. And why is that correct? It's correct because it represents the perfect 7. It represents everything under the sun. Because everything under the sun, is 7. So it's correct. But get this, that's man's handiwork. Where man says, you have one, you have another one, you bring them together, you only get 2 on the other side. There's no growth, there's no change. You have one and you added one to and you ended up with two. It's still the same. You already had the two. There's no growth. It's the same as saying man and woman, woman and woman. There will be no growth. It's stagnant. It's stagnant. You will both die. And there will be no one to carry on your life's history. But watch. This is how nature, this is how Edinkra, hieroglyphics, this is how phonetics will represent 1 plus 1. You draw one stick, you cross it with another stick. Yeah, that's one crossing one. Me crossing the Mona Lisa. Yeah, and then after I, crossed the Mona Lisa nice, I laid next to the Mona Lisa for 9 months. The equal sign. The male and the female laid next to each other 9 months. After the 9 months, we rushed to the hospital and 1 plus 1 equaled 1, 2, 3. Me, her, and a beautiful, amazing, gifted Mr. Kwame, Mr. Saturday. Their soul's characteristics. Amma for the girl, like my friend Amma and Nancy. She's the one that's turned the fire off for me. Yeah? It's the ancient wise one, the final day of the week, when everything was tied. 1 plus 1 in this case, when life was the one calculating, gave me 3. You see, I've got two family members. I love them, Giant Danny and Midget Stevie. They're twins. Yeah. 1 plus 1 equal to next to each other 9 months equaled 1, 2, 3, 4. When life is involved in the equation, the result is exponential. The result is exponential in accordance to knowledge. Yeah. You need understanding, comprehension, grasp, breadth, command, mastery, comprehension, expertise, skills, proficiency, accomplishments, capacity, capability, savoir-faire, know-how, learning, erudition, education, scholarship, letters, schooling, science, wisdom, enlightenment, philosophy. Listen to this. Information, facts, data. You cannot have an alphabet system if data is not involved. Data, noun, facts and statistics collected together for reference or analysis. Facts, figures, statistics, detail, particular, specifics. Listen, when I step into court with a queen, I'll put alphabets down. And everything the queen says will be alpha. But the queen lied, and that's her stumble. Who's Ghana? Who's Ghana? You Ghana. Yeah? No, me Ghana. No, me Ghana. Okay, you Ghana. What am I then? Me Ghana? Me?
Me Puppy.
Yeah, me and you Ghana. Oh, okay, you Ghana.
Puppy.
Me Puppy. Who's Ghana? You Ghana.
Ghana.
Yay!
What?
Yeah! You Ghana. Go Ghana. Go Ghana. Go down Ghana. Go Ghana. But get this, these are Mexican, they're like Ghanaians, they're like most Africans. And loads of politicians have broken their promises to them. And they keep breaking their promises to them. So what made this particular one special? This person, during his campaign, he must have reached deep into their hearts. He must have identified, exactly what they knew what the problem was. The problem that hits to their hearts. And he promised to solve that problem, and he didn't. So they went and grabbed him the other day, and they weren't celebrating this time. They weren't celebrating. So they went and grabbed him, and they tied him to the back of a Toyota pickup, and they dragged him across the streets. And they dragged him across the streets. And I was showing it to my uncle. My uncle got, he looked at it, And then he went, but he was more disgusted, yeah, at what the people had done. Yeah, don't get it twisted, yeah. I do not agree with what they've done. But listen to where the argument went to, yeah, or where the conversation led to. And then he realized that although I do not agree with it, yeah, I didn't really budge much. And then he asked me, why do you sometimes like it when you see these things? And I said, I don't like it because human beings getting hurt. But I want you to understand this, yeah. You see in Ghana here, someone goes and steals, yeah, a chicken, yeah, and gets killed for it. Someone, yeah, may go and steal, yeah, one city and get killed for it. The other day, and I gave him the example, someone believed that someone had stolen their money. The person claimed they only took 60 cities. But now, if you've admitted to taking even one city, then the person can say anything they want. But to extract this confession alone, yeah, they threw water on him, stripped him naked, yeah, into his boxes, and then the police used bicycle tires to whip him and whip him and whip him. You see, a good example of this is in America, yeah, just in the 1900s, yeah, a white girl, yeah, claimed that she's been raped. Yeah, and she claimed it was a black person that done it. Yeah, and then they grabbed a 19-year-old kid. Yeah, a black kid. His name is Frank Ebery. Yeah, Frank Ebery. Yeah. They questioned him and he said, I didn't touch her. I didn't touch her. Yeah. And then, yeah, they put him on the ground, yeah. And then they whipped him, yeah, with you know, the whips, yeah. 100, and they stopped counting 100, but they carried on to the point where he screamed, yeah, and told them that, okay, I will admit to it. Yeah, I will admit to it. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did it. But then he only, yeah, when they stopped beating him, for him to say this is what he told them. Yeah, if you agree, listen. If you agree to stop torturing me, if you agree to stop killing me, yeah, and if you agree to kill me fast, yeah, understand this, all. If you don't torture me anymore and you kill me fast, then yes, I'm saying I did it, so kill me fast. You know what they did? Yeah, they didn't keep their promise. Yeah, they didn't keep their promise. They said, okay, so he admitted to it. Yeah, he said, okay, he admitted to it. They then, yeah, took his skin, the skin off his back, yeah, while he's still alive. They then castrated him, yeah. They burnt him with stuff. They did all sorts of things to him. And then they killed him afterwards. They stabbed him, they cut him, they did everything. But that's how the Ghanaians, yeah, that's the method, the 19th century slavery methods that Ghanaians are using on their own people now. Yeah, and so I'm giving these examples and I'm saying, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. But I want you to understand, yeah? And he said, what if it was a member of your family, yeah, who had been caught up in a corruption case? And I said, you know what? I won't be happy. But I'm so happy I've been brought up in the family I've been brought up in, that you know what? My mom is not corrupt, my dad is not corrupt, my sister is not corrupt. So they will never find themselves in that problem. He said, what about your uncle? And this means then they shouldn't be corrupt. Because I've realized, yeah, that's something that most people do not realize, yeah. I said the person stealing chicken, yeah, he's stealing chicken because the economy is bad. Why is the economy bad? Because the politician who promised to fix the economy didn't. But get this, we beat up the one affected by the one who broke the promise.
And then when we find out the one who broke the promise even stole the money on top. So it's not a matter of just breaking promises. It's a matter of that they intentionally got that position so they can take money out of the system and keep into their private pockets. And I said, but listen, yeah, you do not realize, yeah, if someone kills someone on the streets, yeah, we say that person is a murderer, and we in Ghana here, I think the death penalty still exists, and so we might put that person on death penalty, yeah. I don't agree, but you know what? If they say that is the remedy for life, then that's, you know, that's what I'm saying. They make up the laws, fine. But this is what I'm saying, yeah. Politicians are mass murderers. Do you know how many people are dying on Ghanaian roads every day? Why? Why are they dying? It's because, yeah, they're putting the money in their pockets. So they're committing murder. But they're not getting punished for it. But not only are they committing murder, they're stealing, they're thieves. And they're not getting punished for it. Not only are they murderers and thieves, they're con artists. And they're not getting punished for it. Not only are they murderers, thieves, and con artists, yeah, they have no hearts. The roads are killing people. The hospitals, yeah, they're not a place to go for the ill. They're not. It's not advisable. But why? This is a land where we dig gold. This is a land where we shouldn't be poor. And I asked them, why? It's politics. But why? It's greedy politics. Why? Because they don't care about the consequences of their actions. They only care about having so much so they can keep on to power. And I said, we see when the poor man commits murder, but when the rich man commits murder, sat, yeah, in his high chair, we don't see it. But they commit the most murder because when one truck crashes, 10 die, 15 die. When one school bus crashes, 10 die, 15 die. And I said, Uncle, listen, the other day we went, yeah, and I paid for my roadworthy. So I will get charged if my car wasn't worthy for the road. And to prove that it is worthy for the road, they have created a place, a good system, where I take my car, but I have to pay for the service. And this money goes towards fixing the road. And I said, yeah, technically speaking, yeah, if they're saying they're doing their job, then no car should be on the road that hasn't paid that money. So, and I see billions of cars on Ghanaian road. So I said, if that's the case, I've paid that my car is worthy for the road. But now, who is checking if the road is worthy for the car? No one. I'm paying to say that my car is worthy for the road. The state of the road, yeah, the state of the road, I shouldn't have to pay. At the state of the road, they should look at my car and say, your car is too healthy for these roads, therefore you don't have to pay until we fix the roads. They should have exemptions like that. Any new car that comes in, roadworthy for the next 10 years. No, because this road is going to spoil your car. So why are we punishing you on top? But no one is punishing them for that. And they're chopping the money and they're getting away with it. And I'm not saying you should drag them on the roads. But I was telling my uncle, but what I'm telling you is, yeah, you see, this is what happens, yeah, when the law refuses to prosecute those that are prosecutable. This is what happens. Eventually, the people who are frustrated, you force their hands into sin. And that's what I was making my uncle aware of. I wanted to tell him, listen, for once, yeah, I wanted to say, it was the right, perfect time to say, Uncle, the reason why you do not understand me is because you do not have common sense. And he would have taken that as an offense. But yeah, if he understood, yeah, what I understand now, he would understand, yeah, that I wasn't insulting him, that I'm actually telling him that you do not understand because you're not part of the common club. You're not part of the Armon club. Therefore, you do not know, yeah, the blueprint, and you have not, unfortunately, been enlightened into the system that opens up the blueprint. So you don't have common sense because you're not a Mason. But I would have had to explain what I know. I would have had to explain what I know fully in order to be able to make that assertion for him not to be offended. Because get this, I love this uncle to bits. You know the funny thing as well, yeah. You know the funny thing, yeah. Just before I started the first recording, yeah, I actually went to him to make sure that because I wanted a free space to do it. So I went to him and he was talking to his son in America, and it's the first time I've actually spoken to his son. Yeah, and my God, I was so embarrassed, you know why? Because I'm in my room and I'm just jamming in it, and lately I've been going out so my face is all overgrown and I was looking sleepy and everything. You know what I'm saying? But I realized that we do not understand, yeah? We do not understand the gravity of these people's actions. Millions of deaths can be avoided. Listen, today, yeah? Oh, funny enough, when I've cut off the recording, I went to his room to tell him I'm getting ready. So I went to his room and told him that. But when I was there was something on the TV. It turns out, listen carefully, it turns out in Ghana here, just the other day, the government introduced a system where it got law students, listen carefully, the government got law students to sign a waiver by force. Imagine these are law students who didn't know, yeah, to read a form, listen, and say, no, I contest that. I'm not signing it, but I'm lodging an appeal against it to block it. The law students in Ghana do not know how to conduct these exercises. So get this, they all signed. But do you know what this contract was about? It was a waiver to say, yeah, that when you take your exams, whatever grades we give you, you are signing a waiver to say you agree that you will not contend or contest, yeah, this result we give you. But get this, and then a document has surfaced saying that they actually planned this. Why? Because they said, yeah, that the profession of law is so exquisite and is so privileged and is so special that only the special, yeah, should be chosen. What you do not understand what that means is, yeah, I'm telling you, the law system of Ghana here is being hijacked. Are you listening to me? The law system of Ghana here is being hijacked. You see, the reason why they're handpicking like that, they're ignoring what people do not realize. They're ignoring what? They're ignoring results. Yeah? They're ignoring results. Yeah? And why are they doing that? Because they're looking for specific people and not results. Yeah? But what are the specific people they're looking at? They try to introduce that CSE, yeah, that the LGBT curriculum, yeah? Okay, cool. Listen, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, not right now. It wasn't easy in England. Yeah, it didn't take a day in England. And they know it's not going to take a day in Ghana. So how did they achieve it in England? It was simple. The people that normally block these laws, yeah, are the judges, yeah, who still have a feeling that it's not right. The people that normally allow this to go through, yeah, and make judgments for it are judges who agree, because we're all human beings. Some of us are for in our private lives, some of us are not for in our private lives. You understand what I'm saying? So, what is the plot? The plot is simple. They're handpicking now. In the next 10 years, yeah, we will have a handpicked select group of judges and lawyers and barristers, yeah, who allow the LGBT understanding to go through. And how would they do it? This how it started off in England. They started winning cases. Listen, I'm not doing this against gay people, I'm telling you, but I'm showing you that if someone tries to invade you and they don't do it right, and they don't, sorry, not right, and they don't have a good intention behind it, yeah, you expose it. Yeah? And that's all they're doing. They are hijacking, because you see in England, yeah, listen, the system is riddled with Masons. Cases are won, yeah, it depends. Listen, if you got money and you give it to the right solicitor who's linked up in the Masonic world, yeah, listen, they can prove to you that you can go free. You would think that he fought for you, he didn't. The judge is in on it. A few, what do you call it, specifically selected, what do you call it, jury members. That's it. Everything will go through the books normal. And that's exactly what they're trying to create in Ghana. And they come in and sweeping. It will come through our educational system, is the route they will use. They will implant, yeah, their teaching methods, yeah. They will specifically, yeah, train certain teachers and implant them in. You're going to see loads of cases, yeah, listen, you're just going to see loads of cases of gay people just taking things to court. Why? Because there are some specific planted judges waiting for these cases to come. To do what? To set precedents. They're called precedents. If one gay person wins on this case, that's it. Every other that case becomes an act. That every other gay person gains that right. Do you see what I mean? And the point I'm making to my uncle is, these are the people that are infesting Ghana, the Ghanaian politics. Yeah? They're bringing their nonsensory. They're nonsensory. Listen, I don't have a problem with people being gay. I don't have a problem with people being gay. Why would I have a problem with someone being gay? It's your private life, man. Listen, we're all equals, yeah? But get this, what you say you are, I can't prove you are. And what I say I am, yeah, only I can prove I am. I was born a male, yeah? I feel like a male. Everything about me is a male. And to top it off, I've got balls and I've got a dick. And I feel like a male. And that's all I feel as a male. And I like women. And I feel it's natural because I've got a stick and they've got a hole, and I put my stick in their hole. And that's it. That's good. That's how I feel. But I know, yeah, that how I feel, yeah, produces, adds to life. You see what I mean? But that's how I feel, and that's what I like, that's what I've accepted. And I know that's also how I feel is how nature also adds to life. So I know that I'm doing what nature does. I'm following nature's way. I'm following nature's law. You see what I mean? Now, if you do the same act I do, and you don't produce from it because you're doing it wrong, or because you're doing it in another area, yeah? Whatever you get out of it, you have to understand, that's good. But nothing adds to life over it. It's an understanding you have to have. Your act won't add to life. Thus, it's not nature's way. So it's not my place to judge you. You are who you are and I am who I am. Yeah? But the point I'm making is, yeah, there are people who shouldn't be what they claim they are. Nonsense. No child should have to suffer an adult's urge for sexual pleasure. No child. I don't care whether in the gay world, lesbian world, heterosexual world, homophobia world. No child should have to have an adult press their ugly, stinking, whatever self onto them. I don't care what you say. The problem with gays and lesbians is, a lot of pedophiles and a lot of nonsense are hidden amongst you and keep using what makes you special to hide. When you catch the priest, they say, I'm gay. And then gay people stand up for him. And then they ignore. And then you find out Theresa May is hiding all these things about them. And can't you feel sorry for the victims? If it wasn't a crime, you see, this is what I'm saying. If you saw a priest being beaten up when they found out he's a pedophile, my uncle probably said, oh, but I'm telling my uncle, listen, he hurt the kid, he hurt the kid, permanently for life. But the worst thing is, my uncle doesn't understand how deep this goes. You see someone like a priest, you close your eyes when you go in front of this person. You need this person to think that this person can bless you. So you allow this person to put his or her hands on top of you. This person hasn't only committed a crime. They've broken, the unbreakable, the trust. They have actually, not only stood between you and God, because they're liars, they wasn't representing God. They have also broken, They've broken so much. They've broken so much. And it is that pain that makes people, commit those acts on guilty people such as that. And how does that pain arise? Again, it goes down to the inability of the law to act. So what does the law do? Because the law will be taken over by the Masons, they will leave these people, to flourish. And then what will happen? When you touch them, you will go to jail. If you kill one, don't worry. In the UK, for almost 50 years, they allow gay people to get killed, but each one they use as a stepping ground, to making the law. They sacrifice gay people. Whilst the politicians who were gay then kept a secret, the priests who were gay then kept a secret, but they knew they were working towards it. But they all kept a secret. And then when all those people died, listen, the hero of the Second World War II, Alan Turing, was castrated. He hanged himself. He was castrated and hanged by the powers that be, who are all batting him. So what does that tell you? It's not about being batty. It's not about being gay. It's about them being liars and hiding amongst you. They will kill you when it suits them. So understand that. Understand that. They will kill you when it suits them. It's not about you. It's about those, the sheep's and wolf clothing. Sorry, the wolf and sheep's clothing. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what they will do in order to establish this, They will take over the law. They will install the selected few that they have chosen. They will install them. And then now, you see when you kill a gay person and you get to the court, they will say this judge gave him, 60 years. And I'm not saying it's right to kill a gay person, but I'm showing you how they use gay people, as food, as collateral damage, and how they use genuine citizens who because of their inability to act right, to make people understand life right, they use this confusion, to then fill up the jails. Soon they'll be building private jails in Ghana. But get this, the way they'll punish you, for touching a gay person, soon, I'm not saying it's right. Please don't get it twisted. But I'm showing you how the blueprint works. Yeah? And next thing, you're afraid to touch a nonce because he's claiming I'm gay. They're beating me because I'm gay. When it's not the case, it's because you touched a little kid and hurt the little kid. I'm telling you. And this is what my uncle does not understand, these things. Now, I was then going to go in deep and explain common sense to you. Yeah? The full common sense. And then I realized, yeah, that there's no need. Yeah, it's already been explained. So basically, there's going to be three, yeah, part 1, part 2, part 3. Yeah, this morning's one will be part 1, yeah, that one will be part 2, even though it's first, yeah, and this one will be part 3. I'm telling you, listen, our government is rotten. The party that comes on now is rotten. The party that leaves and the new one comes on is rotten. They're all from the same membership, from the same clubs. And they don't care about us. And I'm showing you, yeah? I'm showing you why Africans normally turn to violence. Listen, our law students, yeah, people who have studied law for 4 years and are about to take their final exams. These people signed a contract that is classed illegal just by the prima facie of it. It's illegal for you to say, I cannot contest something. It's you taking away my freedom of right. If the lawyers, listen, if the lawyers that are in the future going to put people in jail, going to contest for people's freedom and for people's guilt and going to sentence people, the judges. If these people could not fight for themselves and do not understand how to fight for themselves and do not understand how to use the law to fight for themselves, then what the fuck have we been? What law schools have we got? Sex for great law schools as well. You understand what I'm saying? You get where I'm coming from? The whole thing is bullshit. And now the West knows bullshit. Sorry, the Masons knows bullshit. So now they're coming in, yeah? They're taking over the music industry, boom. They're taking over the movie industry, boom. They're taking over the church industry, boom. They're taking over every industry, boom. Now the law profession, they're finally going to install it and sit in it properly. Boom. Next, yeah, the police. Next, the soldiers. Next, everything. Next, all we have.